Hello, this is Cris, and we are trying to defeat Baldur's Gate on honor mode. This is second round of it, and currently we're about to take a long rest. Last time we were going through the grove and kind of got through half of it. We did most of it, but not all of it. We picked up Will, and now we are going to get a long rest in there, and then get a long rest in there, and we will,
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
what do you mean the tears? Fear isn't so bad, give a chance. What do you mean the battle up where?
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crush, Clear.
Are all good Yankee from the tears? It must be quite a shock to leave your crush behind and arrive here.
Do you think me so sheltered? My entire clutch battled beholders deep within the eye of the sky. We infiltrated a Neogi spelljammer and laid waste to its crew. The tears span Toral's sky, Venisk. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Okay, so we're gonna talk to everyone. We will take a long rest, and then we will go talk to the kids.
I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we arrive at this Gith crash, will we find out how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
It doesn't have to be. We can still travel together, probably. Once the worm is gone, I'm going my own way. What? Will you miss me?
Good. I don't want you to run off just yet. You're quite the ally, after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
Hardly know each other. I thought you didn't like me. True, I'm pretty impressive. I'm just trying to survive like you. I have many talents if you want to explore them. You're too close.
Yes, we're more similar than I thought.
Are you feeling alright? You can stop staring, turn, and walk away.
Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
It's interesting because a lot of people when this first came out, a lot of people played Act 1, obviously, and they're like, oh, Starion's just a flirt, and like, he wants, to get into everyone, and like, yeah, but also, no.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver.
He's
Our
playing
little
a character,
brainworms have made
so
fast
he's
friends,
playing,
it would
and
seem.
like, that's how I can get things.
How do you feel?
It's interesting, kind of. Sorry, I just circled my own tatas. But yeah, I think it's really interesting that, people think of, these things and how they're like, oh, this is how this character is, but really it's not. They become different people. Well, they get to know you more, so they talk to you more. It's Act 2 and 3, and you get to actually know who they are as people instead of these people who are just chucked together and don't really know each other. It's surprisingly fine in spite of it all. I'm nervous. I don't like the idea of this thing in my brain. Confident, no tiny tadpole will be getting the best of me. I'm more interested in how you feel.
It's natural to suffer a touch of worry, but an illithid worm should be causing more than mild anxiety. Before the illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Something special about us, or at least our tadpoles. It makes no sense, I know. Why haven't we turned? We could probably dig up some poison mushrooms if you're that keen to be sick.
I speak out of curiosity, not wishful thinking. At least I'll know to skip supper if you're doing the cooking. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Tell me a bit more about yourself. I think it's also really interesting that, let's go talk to Shahar, that they all have opinions of each other too very early that aren't overly great, you know? And as time goes on, they like actively help each other and actively try to get things done and actively do things to make it so it's easier for them, you know? And I think it's just kind of interesting how it changes throughout time, and like you're dealing with all this stuff and going through things, and of course you would, you know, change your opinions of each other.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. I can't wait to get this thing out of my head.
So what will come next for you once this is all over? How are you feeling? You know this could be our last night together.
Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me. Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else?
Some use your sure connection, probe your thoughts. How are you feeling? You know, jury's not over.
It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
Okay, sleep
Let's
time.
see what this does.
Spider? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go. And Astar is sneaking off to go get his nibble on. Okay, dokie. Now let's leave camp and go talk with the druids.
Do we get to wear armor too?
If we left, we could at least make a run for it. We have nothing that would fit you.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Okay, let's do this. Oh, cool. Okay, this is the Cris does. Excellent.
You find the edges of a concealed entrance.
Cool, so now we know how to get in there. Oh, cool. Yay. Let's see what we get. Okay.
Please,
Deal
let us
with
through.
druids.
It is for...
Oh, I
Let my
completely
daughter
forgot.
go right now!
She's a
didn't tell you
thief,
what I'm working on.
hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
I am working on my friend's daughter's top. Still working on it.
We're not
Should be
leaving
done
till it's
soon.
safe!
We're not
But,
scared of you.
But yeah. Still working on that. Actually, do I
Calm,
skip
Magrin.
out?
Give them a
Oh, I
chance.
did
You,
it a whole
step back. We'll not
by
tolerate
accident.
drow
I'll
in
have to
here.
Fix that later. If I wasn't for you, me going with goblins by now, I'll go where I please. Why? What's so special down here? I'm not looking for trouble. Can't you just let me by? Ignore it and proceed.
No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. But a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
Such a lovely thing being a drow.
Keep this up and you'll have blood on your
I'm curious about the other races too. Alright, let's talk to Polo.
You there! Do my eyes deceive me? A drow! Here! Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine, ask your questions. There's no overstating my disinterest. I have no time for questions. Alright, let's ask some questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Red Gobblers, led by a Lasher and flanked by Booyahs. They were goblins, same as any other lowly file. Given exact descriptions, hardly those were shape-shifting divas.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
Time I spent among books. I was student of the page. I'd rather not stay. Are we done here? I'm not familiar with their kind, certainly.
Uh-huh. I've always preferred experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men. But to each their own. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
I like that Volo just is like, yeah, it needs a dragon. This is too boring. Also, he has a lot of spells if you want them. Let's see, Whispering Promise plus Mercy. When you heal a creature, it gains 1+2 bonus attacks and saving throws. I may be able to buy it. Let me see if I can. Don't do anything, right? No, okay, we need those. Oh, I didn't try. What is
Sharp as ever.
Well, it's not packing anything. Okay, cool. We can get rid of it. And then, so put you to 4 to 11. And that's right, beer is better. Okay, make him get this and give it to Shadowheart. And then there you go. Okay.
The truth, my friend. Not a jot more or less. Last question, then you'll be quite free.
Love that he
Did the
insists
attackers
that-
rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
I like that they insist that he's like, oh, I just want the truth, but he's like, I must add the dragon. The dragon is a must. I can't do this without the dragon. See, yes, they were calling out the name like a war cry. I don't think so. I was concerned on not dying. Yeah, I was more concerned on not dying too.
Really? Well, this does complicate things. But then again, well, never mind. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Goblin superstition not worth ink and parchment.
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll.
Be careful, goblins don't know for mercy. Wait, about our conversation earlier. Why the dragon? What brought you into the wilds in the first place? I am also curious
My
about
friend,
the dragon.
every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
Like, I just think it's funny. He's like, yeah, we need a dragon on this. Alright, I'm gonna go up here and get my music proficiency. I am not gonna go on the other side because I will die from harpies, and I don't feel like doing that yet.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smiles and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
Stay silent. Listen. What's the tune you're singing? How can I put this? It sounds a little unpolished.
More like butchering. Don't know why I bother.
You're alright. This girl will become a battle soon enough. It's not time for music. Better stop that loot for a weapon. You'll need one soon enough.
No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't... Nothing fits, you know?
Let me see if I can help. There's a creative process for you, agony and ecstasy. Mostly agony. Are you songwriting now? Hardly the best time. You should swap that loot for a weapon. You'll need one soon enough. Let's see if I can.
It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want.
First things first, what's the song about? We can perform together.
My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her dancing beneath the stars. A huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble. Like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect.
Oh, wow. I think I got an extra stitch in here. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm gonna have to drop that and fix it. Nod and encouragement and gesture to her lute. Keep going. What would you say, teacher, if she was here right now? Perfectly awful. There are 2 worst lyrics I've ever heard.
That it's okay. That I'll be okay.
Okay, let
And
me
thank you
drop this stitch.
for everything.
Alright. That's what your lyrics need to say. Never mind, this isn't going anywhere.
Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay.
Dropping a stitch.
Wait.
Okay, fixing it. added the stitch. Okay. Oh, that's gonna take some work to fix. Okay, so pretty much what I just did was I added a stitch like 5 or 6 rows down, and so I had to pretty much drop it and like just bring up the way, and now there's just like somewhat of, you know, extra yarn between those 2 rows. So I think it'll be fine. It's a little bit of wiggling and a little bit of like work. I've actually never gotten this scene before of her singing. I've always just gotten the music proficiency. I'm okay without the music proficiency because this actually is a good thing. I'm glad that because I didn't know this was a because I know the woman who voices her is actually a musician and a singer and has performed multiple times about, you know, this song for, you know, music of games and various other events and things like that, and has this amazing voice. And so I'm really glad that they actually put her song in here instead of her just attempting to sing. Glad I did that because I never knew that this cutscene even existed, and very interesting, really cool. That was it's still going cool. I'm just knitting through this whole entire thing too.
Sorry.
Don't worry, cry as much as you need. The song was beautiful, worth a few tears. No need to be sorry, though it still needs work. Well, look at this grow, so lovely, so grow-like.
Thanks. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher.
That'd be hard.
She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
Sounds terrible, I'm sorry. I'm sure your teacher would be proud to see you now. Hardly a neat tale of woe these days. Toughen up, or you won't last. Well, you'll come up with a fine tribute to her. Well, you've came up with a fine tribute to her.
Lihala said that's why eulogies were important. They were for the living as well as the dead. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to Lihala. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Aw. Yay. I'm happy that I chose those options this time. That was really sweet. I'm curious, because I know... Oh yeah, they don't like the singing at all.
Look, city. Mine will turn to ash when you cool the last light down. Moon, sun, will remind me of your grace. I can't repay. Moon reminds me
It's still rough, but my song is getting there.
On the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away.
I am not gonna do the harpies yet. I am not ready for that whatsoever.
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
I wouldn't be happy about that either.
Would that we could speak freely, my Earthside friend.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your
I like the bear's name.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
Happy bear. So cute.
I'm sleeping. Huh? What's that?
This is where we can now use the elevator. There's like a thing down here.
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone.
Who are you looking for? Yes, Hospital. I've seen this depressing.
Master, he left with the weaponed two legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back.
Don't worry, he'll be back. He looks strong. Why not go after him? Sounds like he's dead.
No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, even for Master.
Concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle?
Slightly off, push it to the right, stop hustling, it looks great. Deception, I'd leave it out, it's too dull. Kick at the bird, trying to scare it away.
Yes. Yes, you're right. That's it.
By Sylvanus, the Forest Father, we are granted balance.
about this.
Please.
Don't
I'm
worry.
sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Thief, poison. What is this girl's actual kind? In prison? Her? She's just a child. Do you not think one of your guards outside just said you want to see me?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Don't druids cherish humanity? Jailing the girl disrupts nature's balance. Persuasion, release her, else she stays out of trouble. Detect thoughts, read Korga's mind. Tell the snake to be at ease. The girl must not be harmed. Keep silent. Prepare to attack. Okay, let's see. Nature proficiency. Let's do nature proficiency. Wait, oh, I think I got it. Okay, haha, yes. Good thing I had proficiency in nature.
I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
Putting a child on display like that is monstrous. I'm glad we intervened. Forgiveness means nothing if she doesn't learn from mistakes. Sounds like you have something to confess.
Ha! And you don't? You're wholly without vice or sin, or the occasional lapse in judgment? No. You don't strike me as quite that boring.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt? Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Positive. You can trust me on that.
Turn to other matters. Leave. Okay.
That
This is
mural.
something I found like
Darkest
a while ago.
hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague. The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Saluna.
I like that, like, Shadowheart is trying very, very hard not to pretend that she's...
Please leave.
She's Shard.
Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago. You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
Well, that Korga seems dangerous, and if I had spoken up, what would have happened? I've heard there's some sort of ritual going on.
Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse.
Carson's happy to rule the roost. Who's the real leader? I'm looking for Nettie. How did Korga take over the whole grove?
Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
If no one is looking for Halsin, I can do it.
Ah, I see. You will find her deeper in the caves. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
No need to fret, I'll find him. I like a more solid offer than anything.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. Come, Silver. Stay close.
We speak to him?
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts?
Oh, poor Wolfie. Relax, no one is here to hurt you. Who's been pestering you? I'll teach him a lesson. I just want to get you with my smell. I'll leave you be.
No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
Okay, let's talk to Korga.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Loth?
I don't make the habit of protecting children. You protected your own without hesitation. My compliments. I'd have killed the thief outright. Please, we have nothing in common. I have no love for the spider, the queen of spiders.
Indeed. But you do exhibit a talent for self-preservation. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. Is it not her nature to strike at invaders? No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
The rite must be born of powerful magic. Several believes his people will perish on the road. Do what you want is none of my concern.
The rite of thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out.
Okay.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Then it seems I'll best speak to Zevlor. Prattle all you want, the refugees aren't concerned.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
I mean, she seems very much like a black-white person, where it's like, oh, this is all there is. Hefty book labeled 137 and stamped with an elegant stag against dark green background. 6 Uter, sent to drill it. Some the newer recruits up north village there has 2 years of failed crops and are unlikely to survive next winter. 9 Uther group from Baldur's Gate arrived. They've set up camp on the edge of the forest. 2 bears and a fox came by. Their territory has been burned out. Half the fox clubs died. Paying this new group a visit tomorrow. 10 Uter. Visit did not go well. After telling me where to shove it, they said they'd cut down half the forest and burn out the wildlife. That Darks dared to stick around. Claimed they're going to farm the land and make new city of their own. Time to get creative. 12 Uther. Mudslide did the trick. Burned half their farming equipment and made the rest useless. They won't be back anytime soon. Got reports of a red wizard in the village south up here, sending 3 rangers to investigate. If they catch even a whiff of red cloak, I'm contacting the House of
We've shown
Sylvanas.
them once. We take growth law seriously.
By letting that child escape without consequence. We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
Okay, so I think I am gonna stop here. I need to go talk to Nettie and obviously look at some of these records, but I think here is a good place to stop. And as always, the pattern and the yarn that I'm using is down in the description. If you have any questions or any tips on how to complete honor mode, please let me know. Alright, yeah, bye.